Hey, this is Doug Stanhope
and Matt Becker
on a SwapCast.
We're doing a SwapCast, which means we trade them off.
Yes, a SwapCast, which
That's not what that means at all. It's a simultaneous release for two different podcasts with a single file.
Very sexual.
It's kind of like if Wolfman Jack went on Bob and Tom. Well, we're going to put this out on...
baby.
Yeah, we're going to put this out at the same time.
Yes.
Yep. It's both of our shows.
Yes, it's to show that we actually know each other.
I really hate that has not caught on more.
Bert Kreischer has told people about it on other podcasts because no, it's like stand-up SwapCast,
right?
And they're like, what? And then he would explain it.
I've had a couple people that did it and then went, well, it's Doug Stanhope's stealing this. No, you're supposed to steal this.
Steal this
book.
Concept.
Steal this idea. Yep. Yes. If you're a fucking guy, a comic that has a podcast on someone else's podcast, that's both your podcasts.
Because you have different audiences and they will share in it.
Exactly. And you have an obligation to once a week, 3 times a week, whatever it is. And then now you both fucking killed two birds, one stone, 2 podcasts.
One editor gets a day off.
It's a win-win-win.
And then lose for the guy who has to edit both of them.
It's a win-win-win-lose.
So on the SwapCast, we have Matt Becker, Doug Stanhope, Tom Konopka from BlueApron.com, Becky Becker.
Oh my
Becker.
God.
Oh my
Becky
God.
Becker.
In the presence of royalty here.
And
The
Ggreg
Beckers.
Chaille, who is our kind of our wife swap.
I'm the
editor.
dildo between the two
Producer.
guys getting fucked in the
Oh,
ass.
yes.
Wow.
Ass to ass. Ass to ass.
Gobble, glooble, globble.
That's one of us.
Bum, bum.
Ass to ass is a much darker reference.
Yeah.
It's Requiem for a
Don't
Dream.
Google it.
Near the Wild actually we're missing John Norris because Doug refuses to do anything over Skype.
Yes.
Which is how Near the Wild is done.
We do it in what's known as the devil's scaling. Do you know how this works?
Tell us.
He'll be in Bisbee, I'll be in Costa Rica, and then
John will be up in Anchorage.
And we actually make it work, and it actually the sound quality because of him. We did it in a trailer the other day down here. You know the one you've
30 days in the whole trailer.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't see it
Because
with all
Greg
the smoke,
Chaille
but
is
the one where you quit
amazing.
smoking. I said we sat in it. And I go, it smells like smoke,
Stanhope.
and I go, and he goes, this is the one they did this his smoke thing on.
The 30 days in the hole.
Yeah. And I went, oh, no, you're right. That's not smoke. That's flop sweat. That's what that smells like.
Well, I heard you actually tried to do one of your Near the Wild podcasts from Costa Rica where you were at a bar with...
on the beach.
On the
What?
beach. Becky was there.
I was there.
What happened?
And the time difference got us.
Yeah,
and
Becky
so we had
banned?
a set schedule.
Yeah.
And so
Freudian
we were somewhere where it would been perfect.
Yeah.
And then the time...
Anyone who has their wife defend them in court
No, I'm not.
as a fool for a client.
No, here's the thing. Doug, we were at the restaurant. Remember the restaurant where you stick your fingers in the little water with the pedals?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Barcelito.
Yeah, sitting in Barcelito with the beach right there. Everything was great. And then we were running, we will make sure we get all set up and it'd work. And so we're waiting. And then the time changed. Becky said, what?
Costa
4:30?
Rica is an hour ahead of Bisbee.
Right. So she says 4:30. But really, because of the hour difference, Ggreg thought 5:30. Well, by 5:30, the tides have changed. And now we have rapping waves 6 feet high coming in on the beach. It
Yeah.
was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they're like, so here's our...
The tide is coming under our feet.
It was a high
at that
tide.
point.
We're at high tide.
Fuck.
So now it's getting darker. Mosquitoes around. I've got my shit set up. We can't really leave and go sit in the car and do it. And and the restaurant is now freaking out, even though there's no more people coming. You guys good? And we're like, yeah, we're good. We've only bought 9 beers and fucking 5 tacos. Now leave us the fucking alone. We paid our price. And they act like, oh, there's all these people coming. There was no one coming.
There was no one coming.
The fucking, maybe the lifeguards, because
You hope.
the waves were literally hitting by us. So then I moved over to this other side. I kept turning back and going, keep an eye on shit. Make sure we're not getting hit.
I will bet you the same bet from the UFC we bet. I will bet you the same 10 grand
Here it comes.
that place doesn't have tacos. You're going back.
You're the on, motherfucker.
What do you say, Matt?
So on.
We
you
are not
accept
only
that
going to
bet?
get them, we are going to call you so you can use your credit card
You
on
have
the
to
phone.
You have to get.
Listen,
a
you're going to use your
picture
credit
of
card. You're going to use your credit card on the phone to pay our bill when Becky and I have tacos there.
Hey, now.
The same restaurant.
Yes.
The floaty little lady
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
lady man with the little bowl with the
I wonder if
flour
he
done.
still works there.
Lady me.
You'd know.
Yeah.
That's a girly boy.
Probably
They don't have a
So
long
why,
lifespan.
Doug? Why do you not think they have tacos
Because
there?
they had everything that was way too fancy for Costa Rica. They had a finger dipping bowl with
they've dialed
floating
it.
lilies in it.
No, but you know what they had,
At
Doug? They
the
told us,
Rainbow Room.
No. We have these specials tonight. Is the blah 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 scrimp
Yeah,
skimpy.
1 kilo.
kilo of
Of
lobster.
a lobster.
And he's doing it like
And
a
it's
baby.
like the size of a
He's
miniature
doing it-
schnauzer.
Yeah, and he goes, "Do you want the big grande lobster?" It's what was it, $90?
$100.
$100. We're gonna get
For the
it
kilo.
just- we were gonna do
For
it
the
like
kilo
you do.
of lobster.
I
And
told
I'm like,
Becky, I go, "This would be funny. We'll film it. I'll have him order it, and then I'll take it out to the ocean because it was right there." I was gonna go, go, get it. And that's a funny $90 joke.
Oh,
but
fuck.
It was lost 10,000.
It's only funny if you do it.
but you
Yes.
have to be.
You think they sold it?
I've got to find out now.
The thing that always was surprising to me as the ugly American was in Costa Rica, Central America, Mexican food isn't. Like we always ate pizza. They didn't have tacos.
No.
I just assume anyone who speaks
funny.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Well, no, but the one thing that's amazing down there was when Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony
Yeah,
Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain.
Who
Bourdain.
follows me on Twitter?
The great Anthony Bourdain.
No, you know what he
Yeah.
said? Because
Grace Papaya, Anthony.
Because he did his worst ever, and I think it was like what was it, Greenland? Iceland.
Oh, Iceland. Yeah, I saw that one.
But he also says in a prelim on that, he goes, I get tons of letters on why don't you go to Costa Rica? He goes, because their food is bland and there's no reason to go there. They have no cooking, but it's really good, but it's weird. It's
Bourdain
not.
said this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he said because he done Nicaragua, he's done Panama. I'm going, what the fuck?
He's
Why
done
not
every
Costa
fucking
Rica? And
thing.
he goes, they don't have a personality, much like the people, Doug. Remember the hookers?
Lonely Planet. Remember Lonely Planet was a guide?
Yes.
And when we first went there in
Online.
2002.
Yeah.
Online guide, yeah.
It wasn't. No, we had the
No, it
book.
was a book.
It's a book?
We had the book.
What's a
And it
book?
you
said
like-
I get
that the Costa Rican people are dull,
Yeah.
This is
boring
impossible.
people.
You know
and they weren't wrong.
No, but here's the thing, and this always kills us because we've had people come down and they go, "Oh, where's the strip club?" They don't have strip clubs, and you know why they don't have strip clubs?
Because
Why?
you
Because
can.
they have legalized prostitution.
Well, that
you
makes
can
sense.
get the
But
cookie.
but the Costa Ricans can't figure out. They go, "If we'll have sex with you for anywhere from $60 to $100."
They'll have
They go,
sex with
"Why-
you
how much?"
like your wife of 30 years.
Right? Yeah. No, and you know this. Yeah.
Douglas.
But the point is they can't understand. They go, "Why would you pay me to take my clothes off? I'll fuck you for $60." So they don't. But that's the level of
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, I understand.
So and they go, "Why would you put salt and pepper on chicken? It's already cooked."
Seems like
You know
an
what?
easy segue into Blue Apron.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, we should definitely go down there with Blue Apron. Yeah.
But even the whorehouses, when we first went, Becker, when we first went to Costa Rica, it was right after 9/11.
Right.
And Becker calls me up, let's go to Costa Rica. The airfares internationally are going to be so cheap. He's immediately capitalizing on the dead.
Brilliant.
The first responders. Finding. Yeah, and they were. And we had a fucking blast. And at the end.
Not literally.
No,
The
no,
9/11.
no,
Okay, I
no,
won't clarify.
no, no.
Blast.
They're-
Yeah, you never
listen,
know.
Remember this.
Anything's possible.
This is my quote from back then. While they're fighting fires, we'll fight flyers.
There you go.
And we had a fucking amazing time. And to me, I look back at how simple I was, that going to what I would think is a third world country was this big adventure. I wrote this giant blog about it. And well, no, a lot of other people just go there for vacation.
Yeah, but
It's Costa Rica. I've never heard
You're
of it.
wrong.
But
You're wrong there.
No,
I'll
you're
take-
wrong because when we went, especially, we didn't realize. And I just talked to somebody who was down there, like right before we started going. The reason the roads were so fucked up and everything They had a huge earthquake. They had a volcano go off, and then an earthquake right after. Which, if you listen Near the Wild, you'd know this.
Yeah. Becker's predictions.
You are listening to Near the Wild.
Yes.
Oh, because it's
Be it.
SwapCast, right? Okay,
Near the
in my own T-shirt.
A hell of a T-shirt.
But the thing is all their railroads got knocked out. Because I talked to somebody here from Bisbee. They go, I went down there. You had to take trains everywhere, like Pucharanas, everything. You took trains. The reason the roads were fucked up, they took trains everywhere. It was like India, where you jump on them.
Wow.
Well, all the trains collapsed, and somebody came in and, engineer from America probably, and he goes, you'll never be able to rebuild this. They all collapsed. He goes, you're going to have to build roads. They never had roads, Doug. That's why they were so fucked up. Because we went down there one time in Gafito, and they were
That's where I met you.
Yeah. They were throwing bags of concrete, unmixed,
Oh,
on
yeah.
the
Before we
road
talk about
to drive over.
To drive over the bags of concrete.
Becker's never had a cell phone, and I had one. I would never know. I still don't know how to dial internationally. So we're communicating. Becker's have been there before. I'm going to meet them.
Right.
And then at the last minute, I get an email. Change of plans. Go to Sansa Airlines when you land in the capital, San Jose. Go to Golfito on Sansa Airlines. We will meet you.
It always reminded me of like the old in the movies where they do the thing with the and Becky goes, "Is Doug coming?" And I go, "I think so."
I land there.
And we have the guy that would unload your baggage and load your baggage with one arm. He had one arm, and he would like
that's where I'm
unload
going.
and
Oh, I
load.
gotta start.
Well, he only had one job.
It was a
I
fugitive.
want you to fill me in because you fly a regular flight into the capital, then you get on Sansa Airlines, which is the scariest fucking thing. And we had a near-death experience where we made eye contact and said goodbye.
Wow, yeah, we did.
What happened?
He took one last picture.
Wait, were you guys on my flight? Because Duran and I had the same thing.
Well, every time we've flown Sansa after that, we had the same thing.
It's the
No, but it
Sansa,
wasn't like
Sansa
this
Italy.
one. This one was bad because we were jinxed.
it's in the brochure.
But the first time I
Don
get
Woody,
this, I
goddamn it.
get this telegraph from Becker. Change of plans, flying to Golfito. I've left the country, but to other civilized
That's
countries.
way south of like anywhere you guys
it's
are
a
at,
very,
right?
it's a farthest
very
tip
remote.
of
Anywhere Sansa flies is a bad flight. So I take this crazy flight. I have no idea where I'm going. I don't know Costa Rica, much less Golfito or Sansa Airlines. So now I'm on this 10-seater where it's just dropping up and down and your guts are going up. It's a fucking, it would, if it were a ride at a amusement park,
It costs more than
It's
the
a
ticket.
shit
is a
picture.
long line. It's a short line. I didn't have to make a reservation.
Yeah.
I just walked out of San Jose airport into next door Sansa, and I get on the next
They
flight,
put a step ladder up and go ahead, get in.
10-seater. It's like getting the suburban ride we took today to
Right. Much
fucking
like Sansa.
Old Bisbee.
Right.
Very
Hey,
similar,
hold on.
shorter ceilings.
No, I'm sorry. We couldn't control the temperature in the
I
back.
didn't.
Wait a second.
I didn't like hit curbs.
So I land on what, if you saw what's the Johnny Depp movie with the Blow,
Yeah.
where they
An
first
illegal runway is what it looks like.
it's a
Great
Yeah.
movie.
dirt runway.
Yes.
And you hit it and you bounce.
Bunk, bunk.
Yeah.
And then at the end, there's a guy with one arm who holding up an orange cone with the arm he has, obviously not with the nub.
Seems like you went a little overboard with the explanation there.
You go, it's a propeller plane.
That's
I'm
my
guessing
job, by the way.
He
did it
lost
well.
the arm to
Yeah,
to
he was doing a
propeller.
propeller plane. He pulled it down. It shot up. It took his arm
Yep,
off. They fixed his arm, but then he owed him a bunch of money for the medical, so then he had to work there.
He's got one arm. You've got one job. It's perfect.
One of those planes has a propeller with an arm on half of it.
Yeah.
But this, Tom, they're waiting for me there. There's no security. There's no obvious.
not.
It's a fence.
Nothing.
So they're waiting behind the guy with the orange cone in the one arm. And the hotel is as close as The main house
main
is
house.
to the FunHouse, right?
Right, it's right there.
And they bring me in.
Admit it.
I'm still fucked up from the plane. The Beckers start feeding me beer. We're
Pilsen. We're
leaving.
Pilsen
Hey,
people.
you do what you do.
That's love.
And then we go to Dominical. So they're checking out of this hotel as I get there. So I've already done the flight. Then we're changing hotels. But we're drinking beer. I'm happy.
Are you guys spies?
No,
what is going
Seems
on
like you
here?
work for the CIA.
No, we go to Dominical, and it's like a surfer town. And so we rent a room on the backside of a bar. And so every time they open the cooler,
Yes.
our light dims. And you're like, are you kidding me?
Funny.
And so the next morning we get up and we're like looking at the waves and we've got our boards and we're like, going to go boogie board.
Of course.
And all these people are looking at us like, no, don't do that. You don't want to do that.
But they're saying it in Spanish.
Yeah, and they're like,
their
nada,
fault,
nada,
too.
nada.
Which
Nada,
sounds like
nada,
good
nada.
morning.
Becky, it was that night. We were fucked up that night.
Oh, you slept in the hammock.
We're getting to that. It was that night at sunset where the waves were huge and no one's in the water, even the surfers.
Yeah, they're
And
like,
we had just driven from Golfito and we were jumping in all fucked up because we've been drinking the whole fucking way.
Of course.
There's nothing more fun than drunk driving. Now that you know that it's illegal.
Yeah, but the thing is, there were no real cops. There's no
Yeah,
real.
but-
The rule was with drinking and driving was you remember you still got to be able to drive.
Do you
and that's
remember
what-
we got stopped where the Crocodile Bridge
Yeah,
was?
and the alligators when I was driving and I
Crocodile.
tried to turn it back around and you're like, fuck.
You know where I'm going.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
We get stopped at this random, where again, it's my first time in what
Yeah.
I think is a third world
It was our
country.
first time too.
In my head, it's Iran-Contra.
Right.
So,
and it was at that time.
so we get stopped and they check everyone's passport at this random
Douglas
checkpoint.
Stanhope?
And it says-
you like Michael Douglas?
Michael Douglas.
Doug got hit on by
He
a
just
cop in
read my
Costa
name,
Rica.
Douglas Stanhope, but he goes,
Douglas?
like Michael Douglas?
Yeah.
It's not even the right
I know. It's
or
not even the right
second
connect.
name.
That's
They
funny.
invert everything. I told you that. But
That's funny as fuck.
They're not
Like
Germans.
Michael Douglas?
oh, that was
So in Dominical, it was not the next morning. It was that night. It's weird to, as a long-term alcoholic, for lack of a better word,
Yeah.
where I can remember exactly how fucked up I was. Hey,
yeah.
I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Where in Dominical, we got there and I was so shit-faced from drinking on the plane and then drinking on the drive up, and then we get to the hotel and then we jump in the water where the surfers are even telling us, you can't go in that surf, it's too heavy.
But we don't listen.
And then we go to the bar.
night.
The bar closes at 10 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was like 7 or 8 p.m. before I'm fucking drunk in a hammock out in front of our room.
Yeah.
I wake up at 10:01 probably. The entire town is shut down. And I wake up just cake mouthed, fucking desperate for water. I'm not gonna drink tap water because I know it's third
Yeah.
world country.
No, but we were
don't
on a
do-
beach. We always remember this. When anywhere in the world, if you're Malibu or anywhere, if you're on a beach, they don't have well water because you're at sea level.
You're right there.
Water comes from the hills.
All I know is it's Mexico to me.
Yeah.
At
Just
that
squeeze
point,
a lime on
It's
it.
all Mexico to me. Don't drink the tap water.
Of course.
So I wake up. You guys are crashed out. I wake up in this hammock out in front of our room, and I go through the car searching for anything I can drink.
Yes.
There's nothing to drink, and I'm so parched. But there were chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, that helps. Yeah, that'll solve that fucking
What
problem.
kind of psycho are you?
that I brought from the plane. So I eat chocolate chip cookies in lieu of water.
Oh, Christ.
So
It
now
made it
you,
worse.
Chase it with saltines.
I think you have cotton mouth. I just spit up Eli Whitney.
The cotton gin. That's alcohol, isn't it?
It was the fucking worst thing because I couldn't go back to bed.
Little cookie crumbs instead of white little things in the corner of your mouth. Hey, Aunt Jemima. Or no, not Aunt Jemima. Hey, famous Amos. Pay for a room or get out of the hammock.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it was so fucking worst night. And then you fucking almost died in Hako up the street. And we get to Hako. And we're boogie boarding.
Naco and Taco.
Yeah. I want to say that we were 50, but no, we were fucking 38.
That was,
We were reasonably priced at the time.
at least 10 years ago.
No brown
It was
spots.
2002, so it's 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
then Becker
Your math
and
and my
I,
math.
You know, we're boogie boarding like fat old men do.
Yeah,
Even
but
though
we
weren't-
go buy all these young, trim surfer kids with perfect abs, and we run by them.
Smoking.
Because why the fuck aren't they out there?
Well, they're
Bunch of
out
pussies.
catching the big waves. We were kind of
Yeah.
Well,
close.
technically, remember, it turns out
one wave got too big.
The
Listen,
tide was
guys, just
changing.
I grew up in Southern California. When guys that would love to go out during big waves don't go out, it's because there's rip currents.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
you guys you're
Oh,
on the
it turns
Pacific
out that-
coast.
No, that was Dominical.
I don't know
That's
where you're
where we
going. That's
shouldn't
what I
have
love
gone
about
out
this.
and did, and we were fine.
No.
Now we're in what should be small waves,
yeah.
but then a big one comes in, and
And
me Becker
we're riding
go,
them in,
"Whoa."
but we're riding these
Oh.
waves in all the way to the beach. I don't know if you've ever boogie boarded,
Yeah.
but
And-
Doug and I are very competitive. I don't know if you know this. You'd know that if you bet on homes. Anyway. And so we're riding these things all the way in. And Doug gets one and goes all the way to the beach. I'm like, fuck, I missed it. So I get the next one. And all of a sudden, I remember this so clearly. The wave lifted and kept going up to like
Oh, fuck.
14, 15
And then you're
feet.
watching the
I was
drag.
No,
I was in
watched
front
the
of
beach
Becker.
go dry.
Yeah, dry.
And
And I
watched
looked at Becker. We
Ooh,
locked
fuck.
eyes.
Yeah, we
We're
locked eyes.
You
I'm going,
shouldn't have fucking taken this.
No. And later, everyone will tell you should have done this. Should have. I was at a 45 degree. I was an Olympic swimmer. I kind of know what to do unless you're put on a step ladder on top of 14 feet high, face down.
Yeah.
And I was on top going, there's nothing to do. And it just drops you
It-
Oh, yeah.
head first.
The,
Oh, fuck.
the wave picked up the extra current and it sucked it up into the curl of the wave, and it literally dropped Becker
This is-
on his
Shells and
fucking
sand and
head
fucking nothing.
into wet sand,
He-
which is like
he lost a-
concrete.
he lost
he
a chunk of
sheared
hair.
off hair.
This is what we call shore break. And let me guess, the sand, like the beach, went up kind of steep. So what happens was the water that would break, it would rush back so quick that you would have nothing, and it would actually build the wave
Yeah.
and then drop you straight down.
I'm probably a
what-
lousy
what-
witness, but yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds right.
We weren't scientists.
Yeah.
I was the guy. I was the EMT, if you can imagine.
Yeah.
Just trying to drag Becker out.
No,
Like,
but remember
the
that
worst
one,
guy.
But two Costa Ricans were standing by Doug. Go, your amigo. He's not going to get back up.
Yeah.
Not so good.
And so
I was laughing at first, probably.
he picks him up out of the water.
No, the waves came
And-
over me.
happened? You hit
and I
it?
was a rag doll, and I literally thought this because I was conscious, but I was like going, you're just like concussion shocked.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, it pounded sand into my skull to the point where
He
year
sheared
later,
off
sand came
hair.
out of my head.
Yeah.
Becker was down for 2 days.
Yeah, and so
He'd say
these guys
3
come back
because he
to the
embellishes.
hotel because I was still at the hotel, and they come back, and he's kind of carrying him, and then all of a sudden I realize Matt's not talking, Becker's not talking.
This is weird.
Oh,
Yeah, there's something's
fuck.
wrong here.
Something is seriously wrong, and I'm just like, oh,
She really did.
This is
And-
really
and
bad.
Thank you, Costa Rica, for over-the-counter prescription
Yeah,
drugs.
because I went and got him Flexerol and Tylenol with codeine and dosed him with that.
There was in Tamarindo.
Yeah.
Tamarindo, where I got caught in a riptide on a boogie board.
Really?
And I panicked,
Not everyone.
The best way to get caught in a riptide, by the way,
Yeah.
on a flotation device.
which I jumped off of in a panic. And I tried to swim.
The worst way
The
to get
surfers
caught.
are out behind you always,
Yeah.
and they fucking hate you.
They think you're ruining
you
their
and your
buzz.
friends, but you can't get served without them. Sorry, I went into a Tom Waits song. So I realize I'm drifting way past, and I try to paddle in, and then I panic. It's like I get no breath. I've been a fucking 30-year smoker, and Renee's with me. She's drifting out, and then I start, as I can't get past the surfers who are already in, I start to panic swim.
You were past the surf line of the surfers?
The surfers, yeah.
No,
At
it's
some
right.
point,
Well, it takes
Yeah.
out 200
No,
yards.
I know, but I didn't know that you went
Morning
up
He
Pilsons.
wasn't when it started. Yeah.
Pilsons in the morning before the pizza. The bland, not Anthony Bourdain approved
Worthy,
pizza. Yeah. So I and then I start to panic because you go towards there's a one row of rocks.
Yeah.
Like
Always. Every beach has a row of rocks down there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
big
row of
jetty.
rocks. And I'm like, I'll eventually go there. So I jump off my fucking boogie board. And
Immediately lose your
I try
flotation
to
device.
swim as fast as I can, which if you ask Hennigan, it'll go, ooh, boxing.
No, don't do that.
Boxing?
Don't do that.
No, boxing is like the most, swimming for your life is the most exhausting workout because within 20 seconds, I have no breath left.
Yeah, muscle failure.
And I just didn't care about Renee drifting out. I was just really in my head, really thought I was going to die and drown.
Yeah.
And then the fucking lifeguard starts blowing his whistle at me, like,
Come
come
in.
back in. I'm like, dude, see,
Oh, look at Stanhope. It's all about me. It's all about me. That whistle must be about me.
he's yelling at me
Yeah.
as though
You're in trouble.
Like, I'm trying to be a fuck off. No, I'm like, I was already dying in my
Fucking
head.
dying here.
But Becky and I were at the
Hey,
lifeguard.
guy. Hey, guy. Get away from there. Hey, guy.
Becky and I were at the lifeguard station going, he's our friend. He's a comedian. He's just being a jackass.
He's a kidder.
Were you even there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were there when
And
it.
They were
'cause
laughing and pointing.
I had to call the lifeguard.
Help
when
me.
he's blowing at me, I'm like,
Oh, you know what?
and then he ran in and he grabbed me and he fucking brought me. Yeah.
You're lucky. You
And then I
could've
got
died,
back
man.
to the shore.
Parallel to the shore,
ahead.
go sideways.
I
and
just
you're
left
fucked.
Renee out there.
Well, what happened?
Fuck.
She met a guy.
Yeah, she
She met a guy. It was a lifeguard with the
Surfer?
whistle. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing was a setup.
So the same trip, these two idiots decide that it's going to
Wait,
be
which two?
Which two
Point
you're
them out.
pointing to for?
For the
I'm
listener.
sorry.
Chaille or Becker
Matt
or me?
and you.
Those two
Is that your final
idiots
answer?
are
Phone a friend.
they decide that they're going to swim across the estuary
Oh, the guy
naked.
in the same
and
estuary.
they're just like they go swimming across it and they're like I was so happy in the water.
Tourist
And
swimming.
then they get to the
Hang on,
other
let-
side and
Becky, let me back up for Tom.
okay.
There's
Fill me
the
in.
beach,
Okay.
there's the estuary, and then there's crocodiles.
Yes.
At some point. But we didn't really think crocodiles would
An
be
estuary
that close to
is
the...
an
It's a
estuary is an
freshwater
area where like
source.
a water source, a freshwater
the
source
river
comes in.
comes in or out
At
of the
high
fucking
tide,
ocean.
the salt water comes in and it kind
And
of
it gets
flushes it. Then
brackish.
it
It's like
flushes.
brackish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
Which
very well aware of it.
crocodiles
I
are
was in the Martian
very,
Marines, I know.
they're
Yeah,
very comfortable in that
and they
situation.
like
Oh,
it.
well,
And
that's
so
We didn't believe that.
Yeah. We need to see
why,
this.
Why would you?
Fake news.
Yes.
Fake news.
so these two
Costa Rica
idiots,
Kevin.
Yeah.
they all decide to go swim over naked, and they get all the way over, and they get up on the shore. And
We
they
were
go,
very happy on the other side that we did not get eaten by
We're naked
crocodiles.
and we're going, hey, look at us, Becky, take a picture.
And then they realize they have to swim back.
And that was the
fuck.
Dreaded
creepiest one
return
ever.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it was,
they're-
though, 'cause
you
in your
That
guys
sucks.
were just idiots.
Yeah.
Because you came back across, and you're just, all three of you
Oh my
were
god.
just like, oh my God.
But
Left your
then,
scent in the
Because
water.
you had all your dangly bits hanging out.
Yeah. Low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
crocodile never bites off your dick and
No.
balls. They go for fucking bigger meat.
That's
take
what turtles
No,
go
they go-
for.
Just take your
Bam.
fucking,
You know what?
I was in
take your
danger.
fucking
Bam.
torso off.
I don't need to. When Blue Apron shows up, I don't eat the fucking.
Bok choy.
Yeah, that's real frikaki.
All right, now I'm drunk. The parsley is it's a condiment. I don't. It's
Condominium.
No,
Yeah.
it's a
your
garnish.
balls and
It's a
cock are the
garnish.
condiments
They're
for an
garnishes.
alligator or
They're
crocodile.
garnishes.
Garnishes.
Everybody knows that.
Garnishes.
I opened my pay.
on.
I opened my paycheck. It was full of parsley. I think they're garnishing my wage.
Ding, 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 ding. Garnishing my way.
So, in the last 2 years,
Mad Becker.
a story came up that very estuary on Tamarindo, a very famous.
Our estuary, I like to call it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, a fucking guy who lost a leg or an arm to a fucking crocodile
Jesus
doing the
Christ.
same shit.
Yeah. Fuck.
I thought, yeah, we were being fake ballsy because none of us believed.
Yeah, you didn't know.
Crocodiles could exist, so who
Maybe.
cares?
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, they
fuck.
did. They did exist.
That poor third sucker. Wow.
Yeah. No, but we
Hey, he gave his limb for this podcast.
Yes.
But we had that, and then we had the time we drove down because this is when we were adventurous. And remember, when we were younger, we gave a shit.
When we were
and
adventurous.
like I still want somebody to dig the jalapenos out of your urinal outside because tsetse flies are still all over the place.
Tsetse
I
flies.
saw. Yeah, I noticed
Yeah, but
that.
don't you have people at work for you that can get the like somebody owes you a big
Yeah.
tab?
Wait,
and-
you said work and you assume Bisbee has workers?
Don't you have a vacuum you can throw away and just suck those things out of there?
Yeah.
There's jalapenos in the bottom of your goddamn urinal.
Yeah.
Look at your life. You got hooker money.
My life is still a shambles. Why? If you don't get that reference, well, you'll enjoy my new book. Everyone who doesn't enjoy my new book is people who. I listened to every single thing you've ever said, whether it was on your website, podcast, every special, every interview. So it's kind of rehashed material. Yeah, I don't have a other secret life.
Marlo Angelou wrote 5 books about the same
Seven.
life. 7 books.
I looked it up.
7
because
autobiographies.
I was
Yeah.
gonna 7 autobiographies.
She wrote her autobiography
And she's a
7 different
poet.
times.
Yeah.
You're a poet, and you keep thinking of new shit
Yeah.
that's really interesting about yourself that you can write a new fucking
Yeah.
book about.
Each verse gets worse.
You just remembered something else about your life that you didn't write in the other 6
Oh, shit. I
autobiographies?
forgot about the time I died bowling. And if you.
This is the best SwapCast ever.
All right, let's take a break and we will be back after these messages.
This episode of the Doug Stanhope podcast sponsored by Blue Apron. Less than $10 a meal. Blue Apron delivers all ingredients to create home-cooked meals with simple, easy-to-follow directions. This week, seared chicken and pan sauce with apple, kale, and potato hash. Hey, Tom, what did you cook this week?
Well, it's funny you would ask that. Creamy shrimp spaghetti with broccoli and Meyer lemon. Meyer Lansky. That's why I like this dish. Creamy shrimp spaghetti and Meyer Lansky. Who couldn't? It's a hit.
Is it?
A good hit, not a bad hit.
It's a
yeah.
Jew and Italian sauce. It's
Hey-o.
fucking matzah and marinara.
Hey, did you eat?
Meyer Lansky.
Yeah, Jew. That's yeah. What did I eat? That's fine. Doug, this is supposed to be a straight read. Yeah, it was actually great. The shrimp. It was shrimp, broccoli.
I actually
lemon?
ate that this morning as the only thing I ate. I said I had nothing to eat. I actually ate a piece of shrimp with broccoli and a piece of pasta. I'm like, that's good. Now I'll start drinking.
It worked. There it is. That's a
Here I am.
testimonial. This is one thing I didn't know. It says 2 tablespoons of QUARK of quark.
Quark?
Quark.
From
Exactly.
Star Trek?
Exactly. And with the chaser of bosons.
That is
No fucking
the whole
But it
point
was
of
creamy.
the only reason I can
dark
sell
matter.
this product is to impress a chick, where you can say, "Oh, you know, I cook. I make quark.
Yeah, and you're a quantum physicist. It's
And you get to
perfect.
see if she's a next generation.
I want
fan.
anal.
Exactly.
He's a quark cooker. That's how Blue Apron works. You get anal. No, you don't get it. You get to give it.
Whoa.
You know
No
what
promises.
I'm
No
saying.
promises.
Yeah.
No refund.
We're paving the way. We're not paying the way.
Yeah.
You just thought you'd stick that in. Hi-oh.
Thanks
Let's
for
see. It was great. What did you think? You had it?
It's great. And
Yonash?
one thing that you and I noticed was they say salt and pepper to taste, which
yes.
is, I've always done half at least.
I as well.
And even less.
And it's still great.
Yeah, but it is to taste. And then the shrimp, both you and I confirmed, this is how we both learned how to cook shrimp recently.
Every
It's
time
like-
someone cooks for me and I just go immediately for the salt and pepper,
Yeah.
they go, "Oh no, we already salted." No, you didn't.
No.
Not for me.
Never.
I'm a fucking sodium queen.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking dump a bunch.
It's best to keep that as an option because you can add,
Yeah.
not take away. As we all
But the
know.
shrimp, and especially the fresh pasta, which the spaghetti you did isn't,
Yeah.
it's the regular dried.
The last
but the
one was
fresh
the fettuccine.
fettuccine, it's like 2 minutes. Like, no fucking way. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm doing 2 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
If this don't work.
There was
I'm
2
talking
cauliflowers in a row where I thought I'm canceling.
Yeah.
But I don't have to eat the cauliflower.
No, but we did the cauliflower pizza too, which was amazing.
That was great.
Yeah. So yes, very
Yeah,
good.
it's
And
2
it-
cauliflowers in a row.
And
But today is got broccoli and they won me back.
Yeah.
Yes, Blue Apron won me back with broccoli.
Thank you, Shrimp, and thank you, Meyer Lansky.
Get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/Stanhope. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Eddie, go.
what?
Are we recording?
We're recording.
Hey, you fucking assholes! Don't forget merch. You know what? I have problems or whatever. I'm working on a book or Bingo's might be a retard. All these problems, I forget. Yeah, Chaille sells the merch, so I forget to push it. So you have to buy it, or we're gonna go out of business like PBS every year. This is the telethon. Buy. What do you got, Chaille?
Well, actually, we have it's called a mugshot. What the fuck is it called?
It's a mugshot.
No, it's a mugshot Boilermaker kit.
A Boilermaker.
But
yeah.
it's with a coffee mug with the new logo for the podcast.
Boilermaker is where you have a pint of beer and a shot of whiskey.
Shot of whiskey. So the mugshot Boilermaker is the new Doug Stanhope podcast coffee mug and the new podcast shot glass. And you can get those right now, as well as the new stickers. We got new sticker packs for the podcast. And then we're also shilling for the
Hang on, Chaille. We have a giant thermometer for this
telethon.
telethon. And well, right now we're right under how many sales it takes to keep you alive because, well, Tracy has the bronchitis and you have had AIDS for however long. But you might stay. Oh, wait, hang on. A couple of orders just canceled.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell us what else do you
Well,
have.
if we cancel those 2, then we're at 4 orders right now for the Near the Wild t-shirts.
For the fucking Near the Wild t-shirts are way better than any
That
other
is a great
t-shirt I've
t-shirt.
ever had, and I
That
hate.
really is a great t-shirt,
I hate,
Near the
I
Wild.
hate that.
That's from Brett Brock. And the only reason I even ordered white t-shirts, Doug, is because I knew I'd get 1 sale from you. And I'm
Fucking
comping
hate black
yours.
t-shirts, but that's what people buy, and I hate selling shit. I don't sell material I don't like.
Yeah.
Like I don't do a fucking bit about the. I won't even say their name. I just hate the fact that I said their name in public.
I bleeped it.
Yeah, but I sell black t-shirts because no one will buy fucking black t-shirts.
We've tried.
White t-shirts,
White,
I mean.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
like white
I did.
t-shirts.
I ordered the Near the Wild t-shirts in black and white, and they're really good price online right now. So yeah, please go to the.
It doesn't matter if it's a good price. Buy the fucking thing. We do this for you. You think we're fucking raking in cash by sitting here drunk talking to you every fucking 3 times a week? No, we don't make a fucking nickel. Hey, I really appreciate the podcast. Then buy some fucking shit.
Yeah, it's not like you lose here. You actually end up with the shirt you'll wear.
Yeah, you actually will wear that one for sure.
Yeah, and
It's the greatest shirt I've ever seen.
it is.
I mean,
and it makes you feel strong.
Yeah.
and vibrant again.
yeah. I mean,
It gives you a
0.
knuckle at the prostate. This
How much wood can a woodchuck chuck? You'll know in
woodchuck-
this shirt.
not
That's
FDA
right.
approved. Oh, and
What else?
while supplies last,
Oh.
Oh, you got him.
Oh, Christ.
we have about 30 hand-drawn pictures. I'll read it one more time in case you drop this into another podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Doug. God damn it. Please. Fuck, now I dropped
29.
Hello, Doug.
One has a footprint.
Dear Doug, I'm an English teacher at a university in Tokyo. My students
Hey, I got someone on the line. Hey, caller, you there?
Hello?
Is that Kreischer? I bet it's Kreischer.
It's
John
Maya
Norris.
Angelou.
It's John
Hey,
Norris.
John Norris.
John Norris.
Oh my God.
From Near the Wild.
The great John Norris.
He's the salmon in the
Hold on a
shirt.
second.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Yeah.
Muy bien, ¿y
Oh, let me
tú?
turn it up. Maybe it's not up all the way.
Fucking John Norris.
This is why. This is
we
why
can
we
hear
should
him.
do it
I
on
can hear
Skype.
him.
Oh, you can
No,
hear
no,
him?
we hear
No,
him.
I was looking for my phone. I was going to get Chad Shank on the phone and do it.
Testing. I'm yelling into my phone.
You should be.
Good.
Great. Hey, what are you guys doing? Are you guys podcasting?
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
SwapCasting.
What are you, a dick?
Fucking sons of bitches.
The son
Hey,
of a
how's
bitch
Costa Rica?
Don't try to fucking replace me trying to record on Sundays without me. Trying to replace me with some no-name comedian.
Are you in Costa Rica? Because when I do important podcasts, I bring my co-host to Los Angeles to stay at Johnny Depp's house.
So-
And where are you? Are you are you in Flamingo or Brasilito?
I'm not that important.
We know we got to get you down to Costa Rica now.
I'm in. I'm waiting. My bags are packed. I'm actually in front of the airport right now waiting.
That is great. See, this is how good this kid is. He's ready to go.
Hey, we'll give you a minute to flip the pancakes, and we'll be right back to you.
I'm cooking right now.
Is it Blue Apron?
Blue Apron pancakes.
Sure, if that works for your sponsor, yeah.
The first 3 pancakes are free.
I'm a team player, yeah. I got a Blue Apron kit. It's fantastic.
Hey, John, be honest. What's the temperature right now?
I'm in Anchorage, Alaska, where it is currently like 1 single degree.
It
better
doesn't
than
matter
0.
which one at that point. Is it 9 or 1? Hey, I'm not going to the beach if it's only 1.
That's the same number of balls Doug would have if he was there.
Jesus.
You guys are the
Becker.
ones missing out.
We're missing out.
All right. Hey, John, it's a pleasure to have you on the podcast.
Okay.
The pancake's done.
It's so great to be here, guys. My garlic is burning, and this is Blue Apron garlic, so I got to go before it gets ruined.
He got the plug in. He got
Whoa,
a Blue Apron.
you're good.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
the plug,
John.
John Norris.
The great John Norris.
The great John Norris. John Norris, I will see you next week from Costa Rica. I got to get out of Bisbee. I got
you
to
will.
work here. This is horrible.
Yeah. Get that root fixed. See you guys later.
That's
Bye, John.
that's the thing about the podcast. It's exactly what we would be doing otherwise.
Otherwise.
We just have to talk into
Oh,
a
cool.
microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
No, and that's
Fucking John. How cool is John?
Do you mean talking to a Shure SM7B? Powered by
Yeah.
Cloud Filter and the Zions one.
Greg, when you told me to buy
1202.
microphones, why didn't you tell me to buy these?
Well, because we were way low. We were way low budget back then. Half of the time you're on the fucking shore with your iPad going, "Hey, are we ready to do the podcast?" And every time you turn and I can hear the shore, it drowns out everything John and I are saying.
Okay, the one time I'm by the ocean, the one time.
This is a guy who doesn't have a cell phone.
I know.
So
Yeah. So I'm not going to give him like $400 mics.
No, but I'm gonna. Yeah,
we'll get that done.
yeah.
Well, I think
Evidently, last night I was ready to go to Costa Rica because Chaille said, "Hey, if you're gonna leave, you gotta leave me a credit card for." I go, if I said that, I say that every fucking night.
it is really honestly every night. There is something, and I take it honestly. Like when he said, "Hey, we're going to podcast at 12:30 tomorrow morning."
Right. No, but that's the thing is I get it. I mean, I'm at that point where I but like this week we came in to go Super Bowl and then paint our house, and we're like painting our house, and it's one of those things where our house is so cute. I mean, Becky is giddy.
When you paint that house, notice the corner because now you have a house in Anchorage, Costa Rica, and here in
Scaling.
Bisbee.
If
No,
you
it's
will.
called the ABC.
Well,
Anchorage,
I
Bisbee,
have
Costa Rica.
three. I have three houses just in 3 blocks. When you paint that fucking house, notice the corner you're painting yourself into. Mine's a lot easier because all my houses, but you just go, I just want to fucking bulldoze this shit and go to Costa Rica and go to the spreader bar at the fucking Mariner and Flamingo and just write
Do
this
tequila
book.
shots until somebody hits on you.
I'm putting that fucking story in.
Yeah.
That those 2 hookers with the
No.
it's in the book.
It's
Fuck
in the
it.
book. It's history. is
Yeah,
what it
she
is.
won't read it. But
Look it up.
Those fucking cops that were abusing those hookers.
Yeah.
and then we,
we
paid them to go to our bar.
We cock blocked them.
yeah,
Cop blocked them.
Cop block.
ex-Chicago fucking cops that were just.
And they were your typical
were
stereotype.
douche bag.
No, but they were your typical ugly American, and we.
And we were supposed to be the ugly Americans.
No, we weren't though. We
I have a
never were.
chapter on
Our ugliness.
To be fair, like when we
no,
go down
we were
there,
the pretty Americans
No,
going,
we-
hey.
no, we
but
were
we
the-
still. But not
Like,
you, but me and Costa Rica, Kevin. We did fuck him, but we paid him more, and we were gentle.
and Costa Rica Kevin still says it's the most beautiful woman he's ever fucked.
And then
Well-
that's when I said, yeah, but you had to go after Doug.
Yeah, that means.
Oh, we fucked the same one because
Yeah,
there were
remember?
2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck the ugly one if
All
I'd
this
have
time you
known.
The
didn't
ladies remember the details.
Oh
That's
my
why you don't
God.
talk
You
to
said
them.
But
a
they were
mouthful.
nice, and we ran into them later. Then
I know.
Yeah, years later we ran into
So
them, and we hung out
Really?
with them. Yeah.
Yes,
No, they were like,
they're
"Oh, Matt,
both.
Becky," like they remembered our names. It was like,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Maybe
No.
you should use false names.
Let's back up for Tom and the listeners.
Yeah,
I
this
guess
is
we
too
should
good.
include them.
Yeah. I missed
We were
something
in Costa
somewhere here.
Rica, fucking whatever, 10 years ago, and these 2 hookers were at this place in Flamingo, Costa Rica, on the Guanacast, and these 2 hookers came in early, the same way we start drinking at fucking 10 in the morning.
They were
So,
really like
we're-
us.
And there's 3 retired Chicago cops. I don't know if we profiled them as that. I know they were from Chicago, from over here.
No, they were. I think we.
Yeah,
They told
I'm
us.
pretty
They
sure.
told us.
You have both said Chicago
Horseshoe Bar.
separately.
So we're across from them, and it's just the 6 of us. So you could hear each other's conversations.
But you're not at the Flamingo, right?
We're in Flamingo.
in
all these
Flamingo.
Vegas
The
references.
town of-
but
the
you're
town
not.
of
You're not
Flamingo.
at
No.
the spreader bar.
No, we
not
went
the bar we
up
all
the
hung
hill.
out.
A
Better
casino. We're at a casino.
Down near the water.
2 hookers walk in, sit next down
Flamingo.
to these.
Is this a joke?
Fucking 16-year-old, 60-year-old fucking
Not to them at that moment.
Chicago ex-retired cops.
Crew cuts.
Yeah, fucking assholes.
The Bears.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Bears.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you nailed it right there. You just put a
Absolutely.
fucking mental picture. Yeah, it's good.
And they're just remember the whole theory about how they would like old fucks. We're those old fucks now. But they would go down and do these fishing cruises and get a picture of themselves on a fishing boat to tell their wife, yeah, I was out fishing. But they never went fishing. They get these fake
stand at the docks
pictures.
and get the picture.
Yeah.
Are you
And
serious?
Yeah.
They would just drive out enough out
No,
of the
they got-
harbor that you didn't see other boats?
No, they got fish hanging, and you just stand with it, and you get a picture, and then you get back in your car and you go where you're going.
Yeah.
But they're so... And
They were just rude.
But
They were
I've had a lot of prostitutes, and I was always the guy that thought that it was okay. Actually, this is in the book too, so I'll fucking slow it down.
Wait, which book? The new
The
one?
one I'm fucking writing.
Tentative title.
I was never rude to any of them because I assume that everyone is these kind of assholes. And they're like, oh, how about $10? Elbowing each other and just
Jack-offs.
mocking these fucking
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
So we gave them whatever their rate was.
Yeah, you said
Yeah,
like
we-
$80.
we-
You said if you leave right now,
We will
I'll
pay you
give
more
$80.
than what they're going to pay you.
Because they're
And you
lowballing already.
just-
They're lowballing
Right,
already.
yeah.
Just
And the girls
come
went,
and hang
"You know
out
what?
with us.
Just go to our bar
Yeah,
That's
just
cool.
come and hang
at
out
our
with
hotel.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then I felt bad.
I was going to say how magnanimous of you, and then
Magnanimous.
I fucked her.
Well, I paid her more to fuck me.
Sure, I
but-
get it.
No, but here's the deal: is
How
Doug just had
romantic.
his CD out? Which one?
Oh, no, that's the first trip.
No, that's
That's in the book
Okay.
too. But Tom, this is the same mentality that we used to have in telemarketing. Well, if we didn't fuck them over,
Somebody
someone
else would have.
would.
There you go.
And I used to
The universal
I
justification.
battled this in the book with hookers. Back then, I used to think she'll be happy to have me because I'm not that fucking dick. But no,
Asshole.
she
Yeah.
doesn't want to fuck anyone for money. She came up from Colombia because Costa
Yeah.
Ricans are too boring to fuck. So all the Costa Rican prostitutes are Brazilian, Colombian.
Yeah, Argentinian.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're not Colombian.
No, and that was the
they're
third
not
thing I
Costa
said.
Rican.
That
Yeah,
all
the
sounds
Costa
good.
Ricans.
What's that?
They're trolls? Is that what
Sounds like a lot of
No,
nice
they're
acid.
just
They're boring people. It's in the
They're-
fucking Lonely
They're Turkish
Planet.
rug salesmen in the bazaar.
After 17 years, I've refused to learn Spanish just so I don't have to hear the same story over and over.
Otra
Lonely
vez.
Planet is like a hippie's guide to backpacking across, for fucking hippies. The fucking Into the Wild guy probably
Yeah.
read Lonely Planet.
On the
and
bus.
they say that Costa Ricans are the most dullard, fucking boring people. So when the most liberal travel guide spells out, they have to import Brazilians and Colombians and Argentinians to fuck you. But I still think it was very nice that we fucked them.
Yeah, no, it's good. And the thing is, like I said, 2 years later, we ran into him. They remembered Becky and I's name, and they hung out with us. And we sat and drank with them. And there was some guy that was in love with one of them, and
Knew his
we're
name
like,
too.
Picture.
Get back on the mic.
yeah. And it was one of those things where you go, that's actually the culture we go down to, is the fact that we don't care they're prostitutes or whatever. The point is 2 years later, they're like, Becky. Like, oh my God. Becky goes, do you know who that is? I go, no. And I go, that's the ones that Doug and Costa Rican Kevin.
Costa Rica Kevin sent me pictures. I had to call him for this book.
I got
As every
pictures. I
book-
got pictures.
He's got the pictures.
Every book I have to call people and I go, hey, Kevin, I don't want to chat. I just need a fact check. And then he sent me pictures. So I have them in my Hotmail if you want to see them before you leave.
Yeah.
Becky, you seem like you're leaving. But I just
Body
want to
language.
ask before you leave,
These are
because
towels.
it's very important you fact check all
Yeah.
these stories.
No.
Because the vacuum cleaner story, I'm putting in the book.
Yeah, it's going in the book. And no one has a picture of that, but you have
No.
nine
sucks.
witnesses.
We have 9 witnesses.
Yeah.
No one believes
And actually
a
a vacuum
vacuum
cleaner
cleaner
news.
salesman
And a vacuum
story.
cleaner salesman.
So I just want to ask, to close this out, when you ran into those 2 girls, did they ask about me?
Yeah, they said.
I went
They
first.
did.
They said.
They did.
Yeah.
They said, "How's Doug?
No fucking way.
No, they
How's
did.
Doug?
How's Doug?
She's playing.
Como
No,
está Stanhope?
they really did ask, "How's Doug?"
Really?
You're lying.
Okay.
No, they said, "How's
And this
Doug?"
this is the thing about Costa
And-
Rica.
They were
You're
doing the
lying.
finger
That
gesture.
sounds like
You know,
such a
pequeño.
So, listen,
How's Doug?
Pequeño,
They-
the little
Muy
one.
pequeña.
So
Doug,
listen.
Doug,
It's supposed to be a joke.
Doug,
I
Doug.
think you're lying.
I know.
on
Doug,
behalf
Doug.
of
We're
the
not
joke.
lying. And the other one is you remember Bree? Like I said, last year when we were going to the steakhouse in
I can read tells he's telling the truth.
Samurai, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But we were going in and somebody goes, Matt? And I turn around and go, who?
Holy fuck.
It's Bree. She's coming out of the restaurant when we're going in. And we talked for about 10,
Yeah.
15 minutes.
That sounds fucking.
And,
You're like,
and she
out
goes,
She
of
was in the
nowhere.
Israeli
and you know what
army.
she said, Doug? You know what she said? How's Doug?
Oh, that's right. You said that the other.
Free.
You're right.
Yeah.
You
It's
said that
like
the
it's
other
not
night.
even
We were looking
bullshit.
through your Bible.
Well, Tom
that's
Konopka,
bullshit.
that is here with me, word in edgewise, on the SwapCast. Yeah, I broke out my photo album that
Oh,
was
fuck.
1990. Well, actually, it starts at
92.
the beginning of my life, but it ends at 94.
It was unbelievable.
So, Tom Konopka and Becker, both of our lives, early lives, overlap.
Fuck. The pictures of you guys.
Us in
They're-
fucking
they are
Okinawa.
Yeah,
amazing.
Doug whips out this thing.
I-
we were
Matt, you got to write a
Love
book,
it.
brother. Looking at the
And
stuff
my
with you and
husband
Doug.
is so handsome in those pictures.
Thank you.
Was.
Yeah,
Is-
well.
Hey, hey.
It all started with
That
Aunt
really was great
Jemima.
to see that. Oh, the Aunt Jemima photo. That
No, but that's what
Doug,
we started.
that should be
I'm
a
trying to
fucking
describe
t-shirt.
it. Doug goes, well, I have a picture of it. I go, you have a picture?
That should be a t-shirt. That is merch fucking
I had
extraordinary.
to go in the
That's gotta
fucking
be the
crawl
fuck-
space and just
Don't say that, Tom.
go through every tub trying to find where I put my fucking photo albums, and then I finally found it after 35 minutes. You're out here talking. I got it. And then I brought the photo
the
album
fuck?
out.
Oh,
and
my
there's
God.
Fergie from our
Mikey.
telemarketing days.
I couldn't believe
Mikey
it.
Greats.
Jesus Christ.
We're in
Victoria.
Japan. We're in fucking Butte, Montana.
You
We're
guys.
goddamn
Oh, my God.
you went
weddings in
You guys got
Worcester. We're at
25
Parvo,
years
the
of
dog.
Sault Ste. Marie.
Oh,
Hump leg Nestor. That was the one
Yeah.
thing that I wrote that down.
But what was amazing was his Doug's memory. So we've been
The
up
names.
drinking all night, everything. All of a sudden he's like, "Oh, remember Bob Kolowski? That was a door guy from fucking Knuckleheads that moved to Phoenix." And I go, "What?"
that's
That was a
Stanhope's
one
brand.
night fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I don't know any of this because I'm on the outside
But he
looking in.
really was getting the names
And, like,
right.
but all of you had some kind of connection to that book that you ended up bringing out.
I have fucking
that
tears
was,
in my
yeah,
eyes.
it's
looking
pretty
at
good.
this fucking paper,
Yeah,
man.
it was fun watching
incredible.
that.
Chaille.
Time
I've
traveling.
been staying in a little house because it's close right here. And Chaille evidently is the guy that filled up the DVR with movies. And Jekyll and Hyde.
Which
from
one?
1931.
Oh,
Lon Chaney Jr.
the one prior to Spencer Tracy. And then
It's
prior to the
1931,
one
and
from-
Lon Chaney Jr. is not in it. 'cause
No, it's
I
Lon
always-
Chaney.
It's not.
Well,
I'll
there's,
fuck
there's
it.
one.
I wouldn't fucking challenge it. I got $20.
10
says
grand
Shirley
cologne.
Brand.
10 grand.
There was a couple of them.
10,000 cologne.
10,000 cologne.
Spencer Tracy was in one of them.
Tell your dumb
Lon
story
Chaney.
while I learn.
10,000 cologne.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
10,000 cloney.
I
Lon
looked it up.
Chaney.
But there's a couple of them. You got to determine.
Yes.
The first, the second, or the third.
31, 1931.
1931.
All right,
That
31's
sounds like
got
it
to
has
be
to
Lon
be
Chaney.
Chaney.
I'm going
not.
Chaney.
It sounds like it.
It's not.
Spencer Tracy would have
Of
been
course
later.
it is.
Yeah.
There's only a few things
I
in the
looked
world.
at the
Spencer
cast and
Tracy
crew.
would have been
The son
My
of a
maybe
point,
woman.
while he
40s,
looks it
50s
up, my
the
point
most.
was that in the book, I have a Jekyll and Hyde memory where when I'm really drunk, I remember things that I would never remember if I wasn't really drunk.
right.
And that was last night,
Yeah. so
fucking
you-
hammered.
Dude, you-
I remember
Preach.
every fucking
You remember
No,
every
it was
fucking
amazing,
person's
Doug.
name.
It really
Deep,
was.
And it was gold.
Yeah.
And this morning when my fucking hands were shaking so bad that I
You couldn't remember if you took your Zoloft.
Hey, how,
Yeah.
how do you want your martini? There's
Humana,
only one
humana,
way
humana.
it's going to be shaken.
Hey.
There's no way I could stir it at this house.
Yeah.
So
He's a mover, a shaker. Yeah, but that was incredible. You always joke, my memory's shit. Your memory is not shit. Your memory's
it
fucking
What we
depends on
got?
the hour.
Go
What we
ahead.
got?
It's the 30s. That's black and white. It's almost
Dr.
silent.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. 1931.
The only one
Frederick March.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking of the one,
And then,
the remake.
But there were others.
Pool.
Of course there were.
Spencer
Hang on.
Tracy.
I'll go 5 names down on the IMDb. Poole, Margaret Poole, Poole.
Oh,
was
Margaret
the girl.
Poole.
I fucking jacked to her.
She was also in.
And I need hardcore to jack, but I jacked to her. She's the one that fucking Hyde actually kills.
Margaret Poole, you're right, because she's also in the one
and her
with Betty Davis.
Ida something.
Lupino.
You guys are,
There's
you
only
guys are-
5 names in the
You're
fucking
confusing
credits.
it. You're now citing the production I was talking about because
No, it's
back,
from 1930. It's the same.
Poole
one.
was Edgar Norton.
it's definitely
Did you
Frederick
jack
March.
to Edgar Norton?
He jacked to Ed Norton?
Edgar Norton.
Is that Ed Norton?
The character Poole.
She's the 5th character.
Norton.
Go down 5.
1, 2, 3,
Norton.
4.
4, 5.
Hollowell Hobbs as
No.
Brigadier General Sir
No.
Danvers Curwood.
Give me the goddamn thing. It's,
The fucking
she.
You think I'm lying?
No, but I'm saying then go down more than 5. 'cause
Scroll.
I think she was.
Well,
the
then
5th.
there's Edgar Norton as Poole and
chick.
Tempe Pigot as Mrs. Hawkins.
Pigo.
Pigott.
Did I just spell that backwards?
Yeah.
Go back. I think I
Yeah.
spelled that backwards.
Is that like pig out like Merlot?
I don't know what you want me to do.
I think I spelled that backwards.
Yeah.
Pigot
We're
backwards?
scrolling forward.
backwards.
I don't know, but that's the one. She's the blonde,
Yeah, the blonde.
fat
yeah.
tits, and she's.
It's black and white. They're either blonde or black haired.
Okay. And Doug is saying fat tits.
Oh,
translates
that's definitely
well.
Edgar Norton.
It was not Frederick
She
March.
was a fucking
If you're
drunken
jacking to
whore
Frederick
that
March,
I've-
Douglas, it's all
I've
over.
met a million times on the road that goes, yo, come on, fuck me. And you go, I gotta. That's why I started doing this. I don't know why I stopped, but
Was it good for you?
So you basically watch old movies and jerk off?
To Frederick March.
it was a very strange event. It
Black
was-
and white jerking is very naughty.
yeah.
It's a lot trickier than it seems.
yeah.
Bye,
what
Becky.
made Betty
All
Page so
I guess the
famous.
There's
podcast-
an art to it.
Becky Becker's left. The podcast
The great
is
Becky
over.
Becker.
Thank you.
That's right.
Hey, this is the Near the Wild podcast and the Doug Stanhope podcast.
Swap.
SwapCast.
With our
Swap,
guests, Tom Konopka, Becky Becker, Ggreg Chaille, as it's pronounced. And used to be Becky Becker till she just left.
and then
you.
Matt Becker.
The great Mac Becker. We doubled up on
Well, we
Becker.
have a house
The
now.
great
She-
Beckers.
She said,
Well, I didn't have to say Matt Becker. It's the Near the Wild podcast. I started with
Swapcast.
our podcast. He doesn't have his name in the title. It's
Here it
his
is.
fucking.
we have garbage service here. What do you mean I don't have my name?
Used to. Used to. I had to cancel.
Yeah, canceled it.
I stopped your dumpster.
Hello, this has been another episode of the Doug Stanhope.
Hold on, just do it straight off.
No, keep that.
I'll just no.
Miss Foster Brooks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. This has been another episode of the Doug Stanhope podcast, sponsored by Blue Apron. Less than $10 a meal. Blue Apron delivers all ingredients to create home-cooked meals with simple, easy-to-follow directions and pictures. This week, seared chicken and pan sauce with apple, kale, and potato hash.
That you say. Hey, Tom, what'd you cook this week?
Hey, Tom, what did you cook this week?
This wasn't rehearsed. Well, it's funny you would ask that. Creamy shrimp spaghetti with broccoli and Meyer lemon. Meyer Lansky. That's why I like this dish. Creamy shrimp spaghetti and Meyer Lansky. Who couldn't? It's a hit.
Is it?
A good hit, not a bad hit.
It's a
yeah.
Jew and Italian sauce. It's
Hey-o.
fucking matzah and marinara.
Hey, did you
Meyer
eat?
Lansky.
Yeah, Jew. That's yeah. What did I eat? That's fine. Doug, this is supposed to be a straight read. Yeah, it was actually great. The shrimp. It was shrimp, broccoli.
I
with
actually
lemon.
ate that this morning as the only thing I ate. I said I had nothing to eat. I actually ate a piece of shrimp with broccoli and a piece of pasta. I'm like, that's good. Now I'll start drinking.
It worked. There it is. That's
Here
a
I am.
testimonial. This is one thing I didn't know. It says 2 tablespoons of QUARK of quark.
Quark?
Quark.
From
Exactly.
Star Trek?
Exactly. And with the chaser of bosons.
That is
No fucking
the whole
But it
point
was
of
creamy.
The only reason I can
Dark
sell
matter.
this product is to impress a chick, where you can say, "Oh, I cook. I make quark.
Yeah, and you're a quantum physicist. It's
And you get to
perfect.
see if she's the next generation.
I want
fan.
anal.
Exactly.
He's a quark cooker." That's how Blue Apron works. You get anal. No, you don't get it. You get to give it.
Whoa.
You know
No
what
promises.
I'm
No
saying.
promises.
No refund.
We're paving the way. We're not paying the way.
Yeah.
You just thought you'd stick that in. Hi-oh. Let's see. It was great. What did you think? You had it?
It's great. And
Nosh?
one thing that you and I noticed was they say salt and pepper to taste, which
yes.
is, I've always done half at least.
I as well.
And even less.
And it's still great.
Yeah, but it is to taste. And then the shrimp, both you and I confirmed, this is how we both learned how to cook shrimp recently.
Every
It's
time
like-
someone cooks for me and I just go immediately for the salt and pepper,
Yeah.
they go, "Oh, no, we already salted." No, you didn't.
No.
Not for me.
Never.
I'm a fucking sodium queen.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
going to fucking dump a bunch.
It's best to keep that as an option because you can add
Yeah.
and not take away as we all
But the
know.
shrimp and especially the fresh pasta, which the spaghetti you did isn't,
Yeah.
it's the regular dried.
The last
but
one
the
was
fresh
the fettuccine.
fettuccine, it's like 2 minutes. Like, no fucking way. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm doing 2 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
If this don't work.
There was
I'm
2
talking
cauliflowers in a row where I thought, I'm canceling.
Yeah.
But I don't have to eat the cauliflower.
No, the
I like
but we did the
cauliflower.
cauliflower pizza too, which was amazing.
That was great.
Yeah. So
those
yeah,
are the-
yes, very
Yeah,
good.
it's
And
2
it-
cauliflowers in a row.
And
But today is got broccoli, and they won me back.
Yeah.
Yes, Blue Apron won me back with broccoli.
Thank you, Shrimp, and thank you, Meyer Lansky.
Get your next 3 meals for free at blueapron.com/Stanhope.
Do it one more time, but enunciate. You got whore down, but enunciate.
thank you, Mr.
Thank
Stanhope.
you.
That's
I
a
got my
compliment.
whore down.
No, she's fucking great. You're fucking Becky. You are fucking fantastic. Just get
right.
your next.
Wait, ready?
Yep.
Ready? Get your next first 3 meals.
Hold on.
Yeah, there you
No?
If you Becky,
Not get your
if you
next-
saw
Oh, sorry.
Chad and I doing the book on tape,
Oh my
where
God,
it's,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. No, take 17 literally.
For a sentence.
Give me the read is get your next 3 meals.
Get
your
your
first.
first 3.
Get your first 3 meals. Just go over the top.
I'm going to drip
slowly.
it. I am going to be like moonlight pouring over your bed.
Exactly the read I want.
All right. You ready?
Don't we want me to dim the lights?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm laying back. I'm gonna wait for it.
All right. I'm coming at you.
Here it comes.
Get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/Stanhope.
In my butt.
Read that last one. Clean. Hold on. Wait.
Uh,
And then up.
Me?
Yeah.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook. No?
Go dominatrix on that. Blue Apron.
All right.
A better way to cook.
I got it. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Motherfucker.
One more time on the Blue Apron. A better way to cook. Go up on the better.
All right. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.